All right, if you're an undergrad, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That one giant challenge looming on the horizon, the final year project, right? That dissertation, that thesis, it just feels like this huge mountain you've got to climb. And, the biggest hurdle, the thing that stops most people in their tracks, it's just figuring out what to write about. Well, today, we're going to give you a map.
Does the thought of picking a topic make you feel just a little bit overwhelmed? Kind of like you're standing at the edge of this massive, foggy forest and there's no path in sight? Look, trust me, you are so not alone. It's a feeling pretty much every student goes through. But we're about to change that feeling of being lost into a real sense of adventure.
So, here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to talk about the uncharted territory. That scary blank page. Then we'll figure out our destination by defining what a research gap actually is. After that, I'll show you exactly how to draw your map with a super clear strategy, and then how to test your compass to make sure your idea is actually doable. And finally, we'll talk about how you can claim your frontier and really make this project your own.
Okay, let's just dive right in. That blinking cursor on a blank document, man, it can be seriously intimidating, right? It feels like you're supposed to just pull some brilliant, world-changing idea out of thin air. But here's the thing, we need to reframe that. The goal isn't to be a genius overnight. And this, right here, is the absolute key. Stop stressing about finding a topic. That's way too big. The real mission is to find a compelling question. As soon as you shift your focus from this pressure of having a big idea to just searching for a specific question, the whole process becomes way more manageable, way more focused, and honestly, a lot more fun. So, if we're hunting for a question, what does that question look like? Well, in the world of research, our destination actually has a name. It's called a research gap. Think of this as the X that marks the spot on our treasure map. So what exactly is a research gap? It's pretty simple, actually. It's a corner of your field that just hasn't been fully explored yet. It's a question or a problem where all the existing studies kind of fall short. You know you found one when you ask a question that makes the experts go, that's a good point. We don't really have a solid answer for that yet. Your job is to find that question.
Okay, check this out, because this really breaks it down. A broad topic, like the effects of social media, that's like a vast, overwhelming ocean. You could sail around in there forever and get lost. But a research gap, that's the specific island you're sailing to. It's focused, it's answerable. So, instead of just social media, you could ask, how does nightly Instagram use affect the sleep patterns of first-year university students? See the difference? All of a sudden you have a clear direction, a specific group to study, and a defined outcome to measure. It's a game changer.
So how in the world do you find this hidden island? Well, you don't just wander around hoping to stumble upon it. You need a strategy. You need a map. So let's break down the 4 key steps to drawing yours.
Here it is, your 4-step plan. First, you have to survey the literature. You've got to dive deep and read everything you can in your area of interest. Second, as you're reading, you need to actively identify debates. Where do the experts disagree? Those little points of friction, they are absolute goldmines for new questions. Third, question assumptions. Don't just accept everything you read. Challenge it. Ask, what if we looked at this a different way? Or what if we applied this to a totally new group? And finally, step 4, consult the experts. Seriously, talk to your professors. They've been exploring this territory for years. They can often point you directly to unexplored areas on the map.
Okay, so let's say you did it. You found a potential research gap. You've got your question. Awesome. But wait, before you set sail, you got to check your gear. You have to test your compass. Is this journey even possible? Is your idea actually viable?
This right here is your reality check, and you need to be brutally honest with yourself. The most important question might be that first one. Are you genuinely interested in this? Because you're going to be living with this project for months. But just as important is feasibility. Do you actually have the time, the skills, and the access to the data you need? A brilliant question is totally useless if you can't realistically answer it. This checklist makes sure your expedition is going to be a successful one.
So, once you've found your question and you've run it through the checklist and confirmed it's viable, then it's time. It's time to stop searching and start building. This is that moment where you get to plant your flag and claim this little piece of intellectual territory as your own. This quote from Thomas Berger just nails it. Your final year project isn't just a test of what you already know. It's a test of your ability to ask a really good question, to stay curious, and to systematically chase down an answer. That process, that's the engine of all discovery. So if you remember anything from this, remember this. Don't let the fear of the unknown paralyze you. The single most important tool you need for this journey is already inside you. Let your genuine interest guide you. Follow those questions that you just can't stop thinking about. Your curiosity, that is the most reliable compass you will ever have. Trust it.
Finding your project is the first amazing step in your own intellectual adventure. This is your chance to contribute your own small piece to the giant puzzle of human knowledge. So take a deep breath, pick up that map, and get ready to explore. The only question left is, what new territory will you discover?